I'm going to show you how you can dominate your competition by ranking higher on Google Maps. So what you want to do first is you want to go on Google and type in Google Business Places. What that's going to do is going to send you to this link that lets you get to this section right here. Stand out on Google with a free business profile. So the reason why you want to do that is you then are able to create a profile like this, right? Where it shows you that your customers can call you, they can get directions, they can visit your website, they can see your address, and they can also see your hours. The reason why this is important is because no matter what the industry is, people are going to go to Google first to find you, and then they're going to look at your Google listing, and then they're going to decide to purchase with you. Right? So it's very important that one, you go ahead and set up this profile. Once you've set up this profile, what you're going to want to do is you want to go to this website here, Whitespark.ca, and then they're going to show you the local search ranking factor groups. Now there's two places where people can find you online, the local pack finder and then the local organic section. So what we're going to cover is this local pack finder, because the local pack finder is where people find you on Google Maps, which is called the Google Business Profile or your GBP. In order to rank higher, what we need to do is we need to figure out what is the algorithm and how do we do the things that Google wants us to do in order for us to rank higher. So we can see here that 32% of the ranking factors is GBP signals, which is Google Business Places signals. 19% is on page, 16% is review, 11% is link, 8% is behavioral, 7% is citation, and then 6% is personalization. So what all of that means is I'm going to give you a little bit of context right here. So we can see here Google Business Profile signals. One, it has to do with proximity. So proximity is how close you are to the destination of the place that you're searching for. If you go on your phone and you type in dispensary near me and you're inside your shop, obviously you're going to show up first because that is what's going to show due to proximity. The next one is in category. You're going to want to ensure that your business is listed as a cannabis store. If you're listed as anything else, you're not going to be shown within the rankings because your category is completely different. The next one will then be keywords and business name. Now, there's not very much you can do about this, but yes, Google does indeed use the keyword in the title as a pseudo ranking factor on how you want to rank higher on Google. Do with that information as you will, but try not to do any keyword stuffing because that could result in your domain getting suspended. The next one is then on-page signal. So here we have a presence of name, address, phone number. So NAP stands for that exactly, name, address, phone number. You want to make sure your name, your address, and your phone number is on the website because I'm going to go into the importance of that in a second. The next one is then having keywords in title tag and then your domain authority. So the keywords in title tag mean, do you have the keywords that you're trying to rank for within the title tag of your website? And then what is the domain authority of the existing website itself? Because on your GBP, you can link your website. So depending on how high the domain authority of your website is, what's going to happen is that you're going to want to ensure that the domain authority of your website is super high because that's going to translate to providing some authority to the GBP in of itself. The next one is then review signals. So then you have your first and third party reviews. Then you also have review quantity, which everyone pays attention to. But something that people don't pay as much attention to is then review velocity. How many reviews are you getting and how quickly are you getting the reviews? And then how consistently are you getting the reviews? So Google wants to see you as a business that doesn't just get a bunch of reviews once and then never gets any reviews again. Google wants you to continually get reviews week in, week out, day in and day out, month in and month out, because that shows that you're continually providing good service to your customers. The next one is in link signals. So you'll see this a lot in the organic ranking section. It's all about building domains. What type of backlinks do you get? What's the quantity of backlinks are you getting? What's the quality of backlinks you're getting? Because anybody can go ahead and buy a domain and then create a backlink to your existing website, but you want to ensure that your backlinks are very, very high quality. The next one that you really can't control too much of is the click-through rate. So how many people are viewing your asset online and then clicking? The next one is mobile clicks to call, and then dwell time as well. So dwell time is how long will your customers spend on your website. Then one of the important things that you need to ensure is you want to build out what's called citation signals. Citations are just like directory listings. So if you want to go ahead and build on Yelp, Apple Maps, Bing, Facebook, so on and so forth, you're going to want to ensure that your name, your address, and your phone number are up to date and accurate as possible. Because similar to this, in the on-page signals where your name, address, phone number is needed, Google is going to then crawl the internet to see what other assets have the same name, address, phone number, and then make sure that they associate that, okay, if this information says the name, address, phone number, then the likelihood of all this information being up to date and accurate, because it's all across the internet, means that the listing should also be accurate. In Google's priority, they want to go ahead and make sure that their customers see what is absolutely best and shown. Because what ends up happening is that if you don't end up trusting Google search results and you go into a restaurant or go to a retailer, go to a cannabis store, and you go 1 hour earlier than what it says on Google, but they're actually shut down, you're not going to get mad at the store. You're going to get mad at Google. So there's a reason why Google is so much higher than all the other search engines. It's because they really care about their customer experience. So what you want to do is when you're building out these citations, you want to make sure you consistently build them out, and you want to make sure you build out a lot of them at the same time. And then the last one you definitely can't do too much about, it's the personalization. So what's the search history? What's the search location of the device? And then what is the device itself, right? Because all of these things can impact what the search does. So what I would do to make sure you don't get super overwhelmed is let's just take a look at the top 4 things, because this is like the 80-20 on what you can do to improve your ranking. So as I said before, 32% is GBP signals, 19% is on-page signals, 16% is review signals, and then 11% is link signals as well. So the thing when it comes to ranking is that people make it overcomplicated. What do we need to do? We need to figure out what Google likes and how do we do more of it? Because what ends up happening is when we go do that, we look at the algorithm or we look at what we think the algorithm likes, and then we just do the things that Google likes, right? So if you want any additional context to any of these things, because what if you are a 1-store operator, if you are a 5-store operator, if you are a 10+ store operator, all of these things are going to be different. So if you need any help with any of this, or you need any additional context of what I was telling you, just please go take a look at the links in the description below, or go to Cannabud Marketing /schedule, and then you could go ahead and book a call with me right there. But until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.